Folks, welcome back to the podcast. I'm your host, a man who has straight sex with his beautiful husband. You gotta subvert the expectations, you know? It's a show business, pal. It's a show business. We're in the business of showing people our business. As always, I have my guest, Dr. Shagib.
It's a real subversion to hear us talk about gay sex on the show. That is true. They didn't see that one coming.
It's extremely subversive.
Didn't see me coming. Now she's an eyewitness. To quote Naz.
Ruben is uploading half-finished tracks to SoundCloud.
No, I'm not. Why are you telling people my business?
Anyways,
Ruben's over here managing his finances. He's got a good 401k going. He's making some sensible investments and businesses that show consistent growth over time.
Speaking of sensible investments in businesses, I heard that you got a promotion, big dog. What's up, dude?
No.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Why'd you deny it like that, dude?
Hey, your ear's not working.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, it's probably not working because the lab is loud as fuck. I work in a lab now. I'm no longer a postman. That's official. I now work as a guy I work in Dexter's laboratory.
You're a silicone shiner.
Yeah, I heard that a lot of people think that that's what hell sounds like.
It's just, it's loud as hell. It's extremely loud.
It's just a million fucking frequencies going off at the same time.
Yeah, I don't care. Like, honestly, it's not that, to me, it's not that bad. It's like,
that would be the worst part for you, so I'm glad that you got over that hurdle.
Yeah, no, it's honestly, I really enjoy it. I really like it. I was explaining that, like...
Yeah, just wait till you get to the ass fucking parties.
That, that's a perk as far as I'm concerned.
That's what I'm saying, yeah, you're gonna enjoy that.
No, I was saying that, like, I think Shaggy would actually enjoy, like, the idea of heaven, in my mind, for Shaggy, would be, like, being in a lab 24/7.
No, God, no. I'd like to look at it and admire it.
That's
like, okay, I'm done. I'm going now. I'm going back to heaven, which is...
There's a lot of stuff in, like, a lab that, it, like, just makes Shaggy sense. Right, like where like there's a machine. A lot of the other thing too that I've noticed, a lot of robotics is bullshit. Right, a lot of robotics is literally a guy designs a machine to open up another machine, and that machine's design was designed to open up a further machine, and then those designs of those machines that opens up the machine that opens up the machine, its job is to close the machine. And like,
yeah, that's cool. This is the 80s. You get that really, really detailed, beautiful hand-drawn mechanical animation of that machine working in an OVA anime. It'd be great. Maybe directed by Yoshiaki Kawajiri.
Because like, there's a bunch of machines, and one of the machines that they use literally is just like a machine arm, which is like really incredible to watch. Like the precision with which it moves and stuff. It's very incredible. But at the end of the day, all it does is it opens up another machine, and it's like it's a fucking like probably almost several $1 million machine arm, and all it does is open up another machine that we use to open up other machines, and it's like, it's silly.
And then the file machine opens up the file machine. There's just a pretty rock sitting on a little machine inside.
Well, actually, that's what a silicone wafer is. It's a very pretty rock.
Yeah. Well, it's pretty when you're done with it.
Yeah, well, it's got drawings and stuff on it. And I found out today that something that, like, a flex that some people do, I've just been, like, falling down a rabbit hole of, like, learning about other silicone wafer stuff. A flex that, like, people who make motherboards and, like, do all the, like, one of the things that they do is they draw something. They do a doodle, and it's like a flex, and it's smaller than the rest. It's like you measure those doodles by like 1,000th of a micron. Like it's crazy tiny, and they're crazy complex. I don't know. Have you heard about the Moose Boy?
No.
in like a bunch of like, I'll show you something like in a bunch of like electronics, like like this kind of stuff, right? If you like, there's no way to like zoom in all.
Is that like a Game Boy for Moose?
It's a hand keyboard.
No,
But,
he
like,
said a Moose Boy though.
No, I know. Hold on. So like, if I were to pull this up and then get like a Spectron, like those electric, what are those called? Like a fucking magnifier, the
Microscope.
like an electron microscope, and get real deep down in the nitty gritty of like all the grooves and stuff. Some electronics, the most common doodle on the electronics is a little moose. It's a little boy with a moose antelopes, or what am I thinking? Moose antlers, and he just like fucking. That's it. It's just a doodle, but like it's a flex, and they do that because they're like look at how skilled our fucking technicians are. And I thought like that's such a ridiculous. That's like such a ridiculous. It's such a dick measuring, but it's like on a scale of micro.
My dick's tinier than yours.
Hey, pal, my dick. Wow, my dick. Can't even see it, dude. It's the reverse. It's the opposite dick measuring contest. It's awesome.
It is awesome. I think that's very cool.
I don't know. I really like this job. I really enjoy. I'm not. It's like a nice, perfect blend of like I get to be smart and I also get to be physical, and it's nice. It's nice. It's a big change for me. Whereas like in the mail, the opposite is like you could be the smartest motherfucker on earth, but you're still delivering the mail. you still gotta go out there and get that shit done, and they make you feel they make you feel every bit of that. They're like, oh yeah, you know how to do this, and you're smart, and what are you doing delivering the mail, asshole? Who cares? Go out there and deliver the fucking mail, dickhead.
You know what I was thinking about recently was, you know how we were talking about how you were drawing faces on things to understand them?
Mm-hmm.
I think that's why you were eating the mail. Because you were trying to understand what was in the mail. And then I realized, you know who else can gain knowledge by eating things?
Kirby?
Space Marines. Space Marines can eat things and they like know shit about the thing they ate. It's fucking weird. They gain knowledge. Like they could eat a brick and be like, "Oh, I know what building this came from." Like,
no,
like,
I've never
know the
ate.
history
First
of
off,
the
I've never
item.
eaten the mail. I felt like eating the
I
mail.
like the idea of just Marcos seeing the mail though and just being like, Pollo!
Like,
bye. Did you see that one? It's literally fucking Kirby, and he's like, "Pollo!" and he's holding a chicken, and it's the Arbiter, and he's like, "Pozole!" and he's holding a fucking plate of pozole, and then as I'm just going to town and munching on him.
I showed Shaggy some shit that could literally only happen in Mexico, and it was that, you know, the Italian brain rot, the like assassino cappuccino, yeah, all that stuff. In Mexico, they made a children's play out of it. They took the brain rot characters, they gave them fucking like.
They made their own Skibidi Toilet live action.
Yes, dude, and like the kids were vibing, and then the costumes were hella good.
The costumes were very good.
It was like a theater.
The kids will vibe. Kids will vibe to almost to anything. Like,
yeah, but it was like a whole theater production, and
That's
like,
crazy.
dude, I was watching. Like, there was a guy, and I think he was going there. Ironically, my Spanish is bad, so I couldn't really like. He was speaking too fast for me to understand what he was saying.
Yeah.
But the bits and pieces that I got was he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna go check this out."
Too.
He was like, "Shut the fuck up, dude." He was going, and he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna check this out. It's probably not gonna be good. It's probably not gonna be fun. Like, but it's whatever. Like, I'll just go hang out and see what it's like." And like, so he goes to this thing, and then he's like watching it, and then he's just like, "Dude, this shit rips. Like, it's awesome, man." And he's like, and at the end, he's like, "Yeah,
ready to shit on it."
Yeah. He's like, "This shit is so sick." Like at the end, and it was crazy to see him like turn around. And I showed Shaggy this, and I was like, this is proof concept of like Mexican shit. Mexican people will take something that is nothing related to them at all, and it's just because either their kids like it or because they think it's funny, and then they'll just put their entire fucking everything into making it.
Yeah.
their whole Mexicussy.
Yeah, they'll put their whole Mexicussy in it. It's
I think that comes from trauma. It comes from years of trauma of being yelled at for not doing things right or perfect.
So you got, yeah, that does kind of track.
So every time you take on a task, you're like, I'm gonna do this shit fucking good, dude.
Did you ever hear as a kid?
No one's gonna say do it right the first time.
But they're in Mexico. I don't know if that applies down there.
Speaking of Mexico, apparently an asteroid is headed for Mexico. And everybody's been joking about how Goku's gonna save us.
Is it that 3I
I don't know.
Atlas thing?
I don't know. All asteroids are called asteroid in my head.
There's no asteroids coming.
Why do we
for
name the
us.
asteroids?
I'm not worried about it because Shinebomb legitimately, she's the white girl Obama. She's
I don't even want to open that can. I don't want to ask.
she's the Mexican. She's the white Mexican. She's the Mexican white girl Obama for Mexico. It's awesome. She's literally she's doing all the stuff that Obama promised that he would do in America and he didn't do. But she's doing it for real.
I want to meet her and be like, hey, I just want to let you know I have met a Mexican Yoshi before. I just want to put that out there.
Yeah, she's.
I do like the brown Yoshi.
She made chocolate less cruel,
Less
which is like
cruel.
yeah. So like.
Oh,
I don't
that's
know if
good
you-
because I saw some chocolate. It was saying some shit.
Making it less tasty, probably.
I don't know if
I
you
about less
understand.
cruel.
I don't know if you understand like the supply chain.
Of chocolate is fucked up. Yeah.
It is fucking to get any.
Any of those slavery spices.
It's children's. Yeah, it's
yeah,
children's
any
slavery.
of those slavery spices, like the industries are just fucked up. So I'm talking like vanilla.
Yeah, no, yeah, dude. Yeah,
Vanilla, chocolate, cinnamon,
cashews. There are people.
sugarcane.
Yeah, have you ever seen this? Have you ever seen the horrific scarring that cashew fruit? Because it's caustic to the skin. The fruit is caustic. The
Yeah,
nut.
don't the leaves make you paralyze your fingers?
They melt away the skin, and so
Oh,
like
jeez.
long term people who have been cashew farmers or like not farmers but
Yeah,
cashew
their
like
fingers are all
pickers.
burnt up, right?
Their fingers are fused together, and like you can see the bone through their skin. It's
That's
awful.
fucking crazy.
Dude. It's fucking horrific. And people are like, I love cashews. Like, nuts today. It's
Yeah,
like,
I love cashews, to be honest.
Yeah, they're delicious.
But that's why
It's
they're
fuck-
fucking $17 a pound.
Yeah, it's fucked up because they're delicious. But the whole point of what I'm saying is that like the supply chain for chocolate is crazy cruel. It like requires a ton of like literal child slavery. It's one of the most coffee and I think coffee, cocaine, and chocolate are three of the most cruel exports or like business like supply chains you can have.
Yeah.
And like for Shinebomb to be like, I think nationally we should make one of these things less cruel. And she picked chocolate. And she literally, I think I was reading and my Spanish is fucking terrible, but it's even harder when I read it. But she was saying that like the reason why the administration had settled on chocolate was twofold. One, because it was the easier of all of those three made problems.
Yeah,
but the other one was that she goes like, the way I thought about it was it impacted children more. Then like she goes, and I want kids to be able to enjoy something that is good and not fucking like not
Place of
be
fucking awfulness.
yeah, not be cruel. You know what I'm saying? Not be evil and cruel. So like I don't know. And now she's nationalizing coffee. It's like it's instant coffee, which sucks. But still,
It's
still,
something.
that's all. It's awesome, dude. Like that shit. America should. I'm telling you, we need to nationalize McDonald's. That's the first thing we gotta do. We gotta nationalize burgers. Need
What
to
does
nationalize.
nationalizing
No.
actually do?
It's when the government buys something and makes it worse.
No, that's not true.
I thought we did that with cheese.
We do that with arms, and look at how fucking cool our missiles and shit are.
They're still made by private companies. They're just
No, but
really,
they're
the
they're
government gives
national-
them
they're
lots of
contra-
money.
The contracts are nationalized.
Yeah, but the
Yeah.
companies
Yeah.
that make
Nationalize
them.
something, not weapons.
they're-
But you don't. That's
Why
not
don't we nationalize like bowler hats?
nationalizing. Used to mean the way that
Like,
nationalizing
everybody
used to
walking
work
around.
was the way that the Soviets nationalized stuff, which was how Shaggy said it. They would like take a company that made a decent product and due to cost overruns and like government like pork barrel and a bunch of other
Quotas,
stuff
all that.
like they would
And
just
then you get a
fucking-
Yugo.
yeah you get cars that but to be fair though You know those Soviet cars are still running, and they're ran together by they're held together by like 4 staples.
Yeah, well, other old cars are still working. Beautiful old American cars from the 50s in Cuba, where they can't get new cars. So they gotta take care of these things, and they're gorgeous.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. You know what else they do?
Was saying that he ghetto rigs everything as a flex, and we were all like, "That's not a flex, bro." He's like, "I'll ghetto rig everything." I'm like, that's not good. You shouldn't do that.
You can do that to an old Toyota pickup truck too. I've been looking for one of those.
They used to have. There was a word for it. At work when I used to work at the fucking when I worked facilities at Uber, they would have 2 kinds of repairs. There would be like a repair that the repair guys would make, and then they would have a Marcos repair, right? And a Marcos repair was like, it was always temporary. It was never meant to be. It was like until the actual contractor came and fixed it. But my repair worked. It just looked like shit.
Kind of like how contractors refer to say DIY in the same way Southerners say "bless your heart."
Yeah, it would. Well, because I remember one time, one of the scariest ones that ever happened, and I didn't realize how scary it was until like way late. I didn't realize that I put I guess I could talk about it now. I put like a whole building worth of people at extreme fire hazard. We had these dishwashers that were industrial, and they were like industrial. They're meant to be like in a facility that like does.
You use something that squirts water to put people in a fire hazard.
Hold on. Let me get to what they pull incredibly high voltage load. Right, they need to be like in 20 volt, right? That's what they need to be in, right? And I'm not like really good at I don't understand electricity that well, but we had one room that was like for what are those called? It was a washer and dryer. It was like a drying
laundry room.
Yeah, it was like a laundry room, and they put it had 120 volt in there, and I found on Amazon, which should have been the clue. I found on Amazon a 20 volt splitter, so you can put 4 or 5 things into 20 volts, which in my stupid ass me not understanding math or physics or any of it was like, yeah, it'll just pump out more 20 volts. If you put one and it doesn't split the 20 volts into 10 volt, 10 volt. That's not how that works. It just makes more 20 volts. It works. It functions perfectly. So we installed the dishwashers. We installed everything. Fucking at any point in time, by the way, any of the general contractors that I was working with should have seen what I was doing and been like, "Hey, this isn't gonna work." But not a single person said shit about it. They just were like, "Yep, all right, plug it in, fuck it, do it." You could run 1. If you ran 2. It would pop the fucking
the circuit.
It would pop the fuse, and these aren't regular fuses. These are big ass, big fucking fuses, right? And you had to replace them, and they're like $60 a pop. They're expensive.
Use your tricep to pull that one down.
Well, they're fucking dude. They're huge. They're huge, and they're like this thick, and they're made of metal, right? And so we would plug one in. We'd run. Someone would run 2 on the night shift, and it would fucking pop it immediately, and then we'd be out of dishwasher and be a pain in the ass. So I got sick and tired of having to justify, hey, listen, I know we just installed this, and it cost us $40,000, but we need an additional $5,000 because we are blowing through fucking fuses. And they were like, yeah, no, just fix it. They were just telling me, just fix it. So finally, I took apart a fuse, and I realized that outside of the little, a blown fuse, outside of the little pack thing that it had, it was just a long piece of copper. And I was just like, I got an idea. And I just I just ripped the copper out of 4 fuses, and I got it. I fucking welded it together with soldering, just soldering, and then I put the copper bar in the fuse box, and it worked. And it worked for 3 years. It literally was it was fine.
Yeah.
Nobody, and then one day we get a fire inspection, and the guy's like, "Why the fuck does it smell like burning plastic back here?" And I was like, "I don't know, dude." And he popped open the thing, and he like, the look on his face was horror. Like, it was like, and they were like, "Who did this?" And I was like, "I did this." And he's like, "You fucking could have killed everybody." And I was like, "Oh yeah." Well, no one said, like, it started. I called a bunch of contractors and they all said it was fine. So like,
The folks at home that aren't electrically engineering inclined, the purpose of a fuse is to explode if it gets overloaded. It is a safety feature.
yeah, it's a safety, not a bug, and that's why I thought it was a bug. And
Marcos basically put an open air hyperfilament into a highly conductive one into that's really dangerous.
yeah, I'm aware of that now.
You're a mad scientist, bro.
I know.
Yeah, I was like, well, it is hats off to you for the ingenuity, though.
It took some. When my boss.
That's like the definition of like a little bit of knowledge is dangerous.
my boss pulled me in, and he's like, "Well, first off, we could never tell anyone that this happened." I was like, "Agreed." He's like, "I like you a lot. I'm not gonna fire you over this. I'm not even gonna write you up over this because I don't even want to do the paperwork." And he's like, "But you have to communicate when you when you make repairs." And I was just like, "Yeah, like, to be honest with you, I made that repair so long ago, I forgot that I had made that. I forgot that I had done that." And then he goes, "Okay, that's fair enough." And he goes, "We caught it. No one's dead, so I don't care." And he's like, "And this isn't gonna cost us." And he's like, and then he was just like explaining to me. He was like, "Listen," he's like, "I'm impressed that it." He's like, "I'm impressed.
It worked."
Yeah, he's like, "I'm impressed that you figured this out with no electrical engineering background. I'm very impressed by that." He's like, "But at the same time, you could have killed everybody." He's like, "The intelligence is there, but the common sense is not." I was like, "Yeah, I knew that I should have said something like a month in when I started smelling the burning, but I figured that was like, it was the dishwasher."
He's breaking in. He's breaking in.
Like, oh my god, I do that a lot. My brain.
No, it's the new dishwasher smell.
Yeah, they sell us these bullshit fuses that break all the time, and I outsmarted them.
Do you smell burning plastic? Yeah, it's just because it's new.
Yeah, there's something in there. It's something.
The
something
water's
about the
too
water.
hot.
Yeah,
the water's too hot. It's melting the deli cups, bro.
Have you ever had? Have you ever had to deal with a? Have you ever put the deli cup on an electric stovetop on accident?
No.
We used to have these induction cookers, right?
Yeah.
And like, I remember all the new guys, because they're used to like they're not used to induction cookers. They're used to like flame, and we had 2 stations for flame, but they were on different floors because those were the only floors that were rated for flame. Everywhere else was induction cooler or induction cooking, right? So guys, this was like a common fucking repair that I had to make. Guys would set their deli cup on the induction while it was on, instantly fucking vaporize the bottom of the deli cup, and just fucking like water, juice, all over. It sucked. I hated it. I used to get so mad going in. I think the worst was someone had a deli cup full of salsa and they put it in and then it vaporized and it turned into like what is that, coughing, the gas that they use?
I have never cooked on induction.
It heats up crazy fast.
Yeah.
It's crazy fast heat source.
The great for boiling water.
We're out in induction here, and I kind of hate it.
Have you seen those viral TikTok?
We got electric here, and I kind of hate it.
Have you seen those viral TikTok?
Viral TikTok.
They're like Chinese wok. They show you, they're like a portable Chinese wok, but they don't cook with regular fuel. They cook with some kind of gas.
I can tell you the kind of Chinese cooking videos I watch on Instagram Reels. I watch these 2 grandmas, or 2 or 3 grandmas, who like do little wraps while they're cooking. Those. They're so cool. I like to watch just a strange, not terribly clean or sanitary looking Chinese guy like on the street or in what looks like the backyard of a construction area with like I'm cooking in a big wok on an open flame, or there's a skinny girl who like very authoritative. Yeah, that one's more sexual. So.
Nah, I like the guy who fucking, what does he do? He makes like fermented soybean soups out of literal like fucking bean bricks. Have you seen that one?
No, that sounds great though.
It's gnarly. He also makes like he makes bells out of ash.
What?
Yeah, it's fucking weird, and apparently it's a thing. But he always starts his TikTok by like eating something, getting ready to eat, and then he'll like go outside and like scrape an empty pot and be like, "What the fuck?" And then he like starts making the food.
No, I found a while ago. I didn't share it because it was a little too. I was in a dark place, and it was dark subject matter.
Darkly evil.
It was well.
I've been saying darkly evil a bunch lately.
Ever since I said darkly evil, it was darkly evil. I watched that Creature Commando show finally. I finally found it. I want
to mention one thing, but it's big time spoilers. But
I've finished the whole thing.
Well, for those who are listening, spoilers in now. It was so sad the fish girl died. She was so good.
Oh, yeah, fish girl. She was cool.
But she's great.
You were right about Frankenstein. He is just like me for real.
Yeah, he's great, isn't he?
What if you were Frankenstein, but you were a little funky?
No, Frankenstein. No, the way that they portray Frankenstein is he is, at the same time, he's like very intelligent, but an absolute child. Like he's just the stupidest motherfucker. That it's like he's like. There's a point where he's trying to. Well, like the guy is trying to warn someone like. You have to get out of there right now. They're coming to kill you. And then he's like, tell her about me. Tell her that we're
friends.
Tell her
I still think about her.
Tell her about her. Yeah, tell her that we're friends and that. Tell her that to mention me to the bride so that she knows that I still think about her.
He's kind of like Pepe Le Pew. Honestly. He's still in love with the Bride of Frankenstein. And he's like, no, she's running from me because she wants me to chase her.
These are her little chase 'em up games.
She sent me guys to kill.
Yeah.
Just to prove I loved her.
Yeah. And then it's a good show. I liked it. Yeah, it was cool. G.I. Robot slaps. He's cool. I like that they made a guy from Twitter on. They made what if a Twitter poster was real? Like. Oh my god.
I'm enjoying Peacemaker, the new season too.
The new season's good. I like
Peacemaker. Lot more Eagly, and I'm always here for Eagly. Hot Eagly action.
I love. What's that guy's not Tim Robbins or something Robinson?
Tim Robbins.
Is it Tim Robbins?
Tim Robinson.
It's the dude from. What is that? Fuck.
Yeah.
Huh?
No.
It's Tim Robbins. I think it's Tim Robbins. I think that's his name.
He was in Mean Girls.
Yeah, he was in Walk. He was in Walk Hard as you don't want none of this shit. One of the greatest. He's anyways. He's in the show.
He's got like a
yeah.
He's got a name that sounds like 4 other names, and he can't quite. Is he Tim Meadows?
Tim Meadows. That's it.
He's got a name like a bank manager.
Yeah, he just got a bank manager. His character.
You don't want no part of this, Dewey.
Yeah, you don't want no part of this.
Get out of here, dude. You want no part in this.
It makes you feel good. And he's like, well, there's got to be a downside. There's literally none. That's one of the best parts of the movie. It takes all your bad feelings and turns them into good feelings. You don't want no part of this shit.
Well, I don't want no side effects. It's completely harmless.
Yeah, it's completely
It's non-habit forming.
Yeah, that's the thing. You can't get addicted. It's so stupid. Oh my god, what a dumbass. That's one of the greatest movies of all time. My favorite line, it's like a throwaway line, and it's the funniest thing I've ever heard. It's the funniest joke ever written. And it's when he says, there are only 2 kind of people that know karate. The king and the Chinese. He's like, and one of them is me. It's like completely out of his fucking Elvis Presley. He's out of his
The one that
mind.
I just love, it's a dumb one, but I'm cut in half real bad.
Yeah. Cutting that real bad is very... That movie is fucking genius.
And ever since my sister died, I say sometimes, the wrong kid died.
Oh, dude.
Myself.
I say that So my brother had two puppies, and one of them got sick and passed away when he was really young. And everyone was sad. We're all fucking like devastated, you know. And then I look at my brother, and he looks at me because the other while that puppy's like we're sad, the other puppy's like literally tearing a boot in half. He's like shitting in the yard and like tearing. And I look at my brother, I'm like, wrong kid died. And we just started dying laughing.
Yeah, Walk Hard really is incredible funny movie.
Yeah, it ruined the like movie, the like music biopic for a while. Like,
yeah, they're only recently trying to like, okay, we gotta get back into making these shit movies
because
again.
it was too good. It somehow hit everything.
Yeah, you see any other like, oh, like Walk Hard.
Yeah, like Dewey Cox. And the music was serviceable, which is crazy to me. Like the music isn't bad, and even the shit that's supposed to suck is not bad.
Yeah, it's not quite as good as The Mighty Wind, but still pretty good.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I fucking love A Mighty Wind.
Really listening to Johnny Cash.
Oh yeah, he's pretty great.
Because of Fallout, because that Doggone Lonesome song.
Mm-hmm.
It starts with like the guitar. It's like bow 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 bow. Anyways, and then I got in like
30% of all Johnny Cash songs start like that.
But like 50s rock and roll and like doo-wop, just because I've been playing Fallout.
Oh, doo-wop's the fucking best. I got into
pretty fucking good.
A few months ago, I had some like real early like rock, like stuff you'd hear like a band play at a bar back in the. Yeah, I was listening to a bunch of that. I was just on Little Richard for a while because he's.
I like
but Little Richard really just only has like one song that he keeps.
He really does.
He like, okay, well, oh cool, we're doing that song again, but with different words. The words aren't even very different.
Yeah, every time Fruity Tooty comes on, I think of Shaggy.
Yeah.
Because Shaggy was singing it one time.
Yeah.
Well, I am upsetting a womp bomb move up a womp bam move. It's the greatest lyric
The
in
Super
rock.
Greaser songs are all just like shit talking.
Yeah.
Like one of those like, my lady's red hot, your girl ain't nothing but trash.
Like, hey, whoa,
Bro.
Hey.
That guy hits a lick on that boogie woogie piano. It's so good.
Yeah.
My favorite
And
thing
then,
about Little Richard is how arrogant he is. Have you ever watched him in interviews?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
like, I invented that. He's like,
I was the first man to ever suck a guy off in the bathroom.
yeah, he's like,
Lord Jesus has forgiven me for all that, but you know, it was weird after he went Christian how he seemed more open about how gay he used to be.
Like Beethoven,
Honestly,
I taught him how to play piano. Like, what are you talking about? Like, what are you saying? He's like, you know who? He's like, Elvis used to open for me. Like, crazy work. This is fucking crazy, dude. I love him. He's psychotic. What is the other? I think all I've been listening to has been smooth jazz. Actually, you kind of cursed me.
Me?
Not you, fucking Shaggy, because I was listening to. I showed him this band, and I was like, "Hey, this band is cool," and I'm like, "I really like them."
What
They're
band
called
was it?
Butcher Brown. Butcher Brown.
Okay,
Honestly,
yeah.
you would love Butcher Brown. I don't know if you've heard them yet, but
I
they're
have.
fucking incredible. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and so like, I've been listening to Butcher Brown a lot, and I showed Shaggy, and Shaggy's like, "This is just smooth jazz, dude,"
Yeah.
and I was like, fuck you, dude. And then I went and I was like, it's not smooth jazz. And I went to go, I put on Kenny G just to prove to myself that it wasn't smooth jazz. And then I was like, hey, this shit kind of slaps, dude. And I've just been
Kenny G is actually kind of good.
like, fuck.
Yeah, no, he's legitimately a very good player. Like he's also very humble and self-effacing about it. He knows what is. He knows.
Yeah, there's a
what
guy-
Definitely
named-
check out Kenny G, Kenny Loggins, Mike McDonald.
Yeah.
Like his solo stuff.
Just yacht rock. It's just yacht
Yeah,
rock.
yeah. Yacht rock is great because they start
Yacht rock
singing
is
about
smooth jazz.
the cocaine.
Yacht rock.
Yeah, but
is
there's
smooth
a-
jazz.
so
Steely
there's
Dan
like a
is smooth
weird-
jazz.
There's
I
like
don't
a
know, I don't care.
weird
People say it's classic
R&B
rock, it's
revival.
No, I would look. Steely Dan is technically classic rock, but in a meaningless kind of way. Like, yeah, you'll hear Dirty Work and Do It Again on classic rock stations, but you're not going to hear Gaucho, which
Yeah, you're not gonna hear
is
Gaucho. You're not gonna
Or
hear
Asia.
Hey 19.
you might hear Hey 19 sometimes. But you won't hear Babylon Sisters.
If you really just push it to fusion jazz, which I was watching a short YouTube documentary about how like fusion jazz in Japan got super huge because
Dude, I
of
actually
the one
hate-
race.
They got one shotted by Steely Dan and just like we're gonna learn really complicated chords.
I'm sorry. This is the one take that I wish I could not have. Right, this is genuine. I hate Japanese fusion rock.
Whoa.
I like the Japanese jazz fusion stuff to me. is it's played out. It's because the guy who listens to it, Ruben, you're the only guy I know that is tolerable. Because all the other guys who like Shaggy, Shaggy's different. Shaggy, you're different. Shaggy, you're also tolerable, but in a different way.
Don't cry, dog.
I can't stand the type of like fake aesthetic soft boy guy that like, you know what I'm saying? Like there's something about those guys that end up always having allegations of some kind. Like there's something about that music that makes you a predator. You've become like a performative male. Have you seen all those TikTok?
I don't think they're real. I've been thinking about this. I see all this performative male. It's got the boo boo is the Dubai chocolate.
Are real, Shaggy. You probably don't see them in Missoula, but they are.
Probably don't have as many in Montana.
Yeah, they are fucking all over here. Dude.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna be like you. If California's everywhere, so is Montana.
In my head, I'm like, fusion jazz is music for any type of construction worker. Like carpentry, construction, like just any type of construction worker who was born like before the 80s likes fusion jazz. And then people that love to drink and do cocaine.
Yeah.
And gamble.
It's high energy.
Two types of fusion.
Which are construction workers.
Like mechanics, I would consider that construction work also.
Who's the guy with the surfboard guitar?
Like Masahiro something.
Oh, yeah, really Tanaka. He's so cool though.
Yeah.
He's alright. I like his appearance is cool, and then the music I'm just like,
that's
okay,
fine. Yeah,
this isn't. I'm like in my head I'm like, this isn't Cassiopeia. You know,
yeah.
Like Cassiopeia is
those
fucking,
guys are
they're at
motherfuckers.
The top of fusion jazz. And then like I would very much encourage you to listen to Spyro Gyra. Spyro Gyra is very good.
My dad had cassette tapes of Spyro Gyra when I was a kid.
I bought a Spyro Gyra album
Yeah.
When I was hanging out with Marcos one time, and I was like, this album is so good. And then Weather Report. Weather Report is really fucking good. And I always tell people the story of Jaco Pastorius because I think it's fucking hilarious. That he literally he was the bassist for Weather Report. Super good. He was doing like pitch harmonics and like gnarly shit. And then
he invented pretentious bass playing.
Yeah, exactly. And then he did like a solo album and got hella popular. And then right after that, he fucking died because he went to a Santana concert, snuck in, and the security beat his ass so bad he fucking died. So after he was already famous, snuck into a concert. Like, he didn't need to sneak into a fucking concert. Like, and fucking died getting his ass beat is fucking ironic and hilarious.
Dude, to be honest with you, there is a huge divide between the jazz fusion that you like and that the two of you like, and the jazz fusion that I find myself liking, because I have listened to that stuff and I find it kind of obvious, right? There's something missing.
See, now that you're 35, this is what the podcast is going to be about.
Hey, welcome back to the jazz.
I think I know why. The reason why is
I know I can tell you
something
exactly
that I've lived
why.
by always is like, if I know what chord is coming next,
that's not it,
and it's my first time hearing it, then it's not really good jazz.
It's not. That's not it at all. If I can
predict the music, then
how do you feel, Ruben? How do you feel about Frank Zappa?
I don't really listen to Frank Zappa.
He's like that, but he's like meaner.
I don't like. That's not it. I know what it is. I know what the difference is. The difference is jazz fusion that was invented before the dissemination of hip hop versus jazz fusion that was created after hip hop. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? After hip hop was recognized as like a genre that was going to stick around. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm talking post 2000s, like even like late middle 90s, right? Like
the Roots.
Hip hop changed the way that jazz fusion made, like the way that it's drum patterns. The way, for me, I find myself really enjoying, like, I can't remember that guy. He does a cover of Nirvana, and he's like
Robert Glasper.
Robert Glasper. I really like Robert Glasper because of the hip hop influence. You know what I'm saying? I find myself liking it more, even when sometimes I hear songs and I'm like, this shit is ass. Like, this shit sucks, dude. But it sounds better than any of the other older stuff, and I think it's because of the inclusion. And what I'm seeing now with bands that are coming out now, I'm seeing them do like breakcore and like techno.
Yeah, I've been hearing
in
a
their
lot
jazz.
of break beats in the
Yeah,
jazz.
and
But see, like Robert Glasper is a good example of like I don't know if you consider that fusion jazz. I don't really consider Robert Glasper fusion jazz. Any kind of new jazz like Thundercat, Robert Glasper, Chris Daddy Dave, things that are coming up now, I just call them composite jazz. Which is literally
Oh my
any
God.
any song can be like any fucking. It's literally like all of the jazz. put together,
old. This is
right?
not real old Ed. This is unk shit. We're doing unk shit. right
Actually,
now.
I call it composite
I
jazz.
mean, I don't call it that to anybody. Like I don't say it to anybody else.
We're
but
all
in my head-
I just call
right
it
now.
fusion at that point. It's got like some soul, it's got some R&B, it's got some hip hop, it's got some jazz,
I'm
it's got
fucking
some
one
rock.
day into being 35 years old, and we're having a conversation about composite jazz. This is crazy work. This is fucking psychotic.
Unk shit show.
Welcome back to the Unk Shit Show. This is crazy work. How you feel about open-toed sandals?
Yeah, the thing is about like somebody like Nas versus this modern mumble
yeah, all
rap.
this hippity
is-
hoppity. How do you feel?
He was a poet, you see.
Yeah. How do you feel about wine, wood tip, Black and Milds?
I think that when my lifestyle came out, that was the decline. Like that was the start of mumble rap. And the decline.
No, dude. I to be honest with you, I hate that people hate on mumble rap because I really enjoy it.
I mean,
I
it has its place. It's
No.
it's got a style. I'm not gonna lie. Like it has its style, and I get it. I just think that it's not.
Like
I
my day
don't.
rappers could
very much
enunciate
into, you know
their
what I'm saying?
their
Like-
consonants and vowels.
I remember when mumble rap was getting really popular. I'm like, bro, MF Doom's still alive.
Well, I don't think that like one of the things that like a lot of people who like music, one of like the death knells for whatever genre that they really enjoy, that they like. So this is especially like I guess this is a difference in the way that you utilize music, right? Because everyone has different uses for music, like different use cases for it, For me, I always saw music as like a enrichment. It's a personal enrichment thing. When I listen to good music, I feel good. It makes me feel
Yeah.
good. You know what I'm saying? I don't see it as like I listen to this music to try and portray an image in any way, shape, or form. This is just the music that I find myself enjoying, right? And so, with that said, I've never had this like hang up of like, what is this? I have to find the newest thing. I have to take the most serious thing, and it has to be the thing that represents me. But I think that a lot of people see music, and when they hear music taking itself not seriously, when they see silly music, and when they see a genre pivoting towards making sillier and sillier shit, they in their minds are like, this shit is dead. This shit, they killed my favorite thing. It's dead now. It can't be real anymore. And that's what happened with like mumble rap and the SoundCloud era. A lot of music was pivoting away from the self-seriousness of like the golden age to like sillier music. And like I would say that like, what is that? Who's that? RXK nephew? The what is it? Slither Man control your body. Like that guy is still an artist in making a relevant genre of music that is getting lots of attention, sure, for being silly, but it's still attention, and it still serves a purpose. It still serves an expression. And I think that like what I really like about breakcore is that it's at its core, it's musical shit posting. Do you know what I'm saying? The only person I think that has ever been serious about breakcore is probably like Venetian Snares, and that's the only guy that's ever
like late 90s, early 2000s breakcore artists.
Yeah,
that
now
were, like,
all
really
the stuff that's
just-
coming out, it's like it's called like Hyper Girl 99,
Yeah,
and it's
yeah.
like it's sick, and it's just like it's
dope.
fart
No,
noises.
yeah.
It's fart noises as your kick drum, and it's fucking incredible. And like that's I genuinely think that when art gets more silly, it gets better. It gets a better expression than when
It opens
it's-
up more.
Yeah. It's
And
I
that's
feel
why
like it also-
Ween is the best
I
band
feel
in
like
the
it
world.
also it opens it up more so that people can make more serious work
yeah.
out of those sounds. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's funny when like a song is very, like very intricate and very well thought out and planned, and it sounds like very well composed,
Mhm.
and there are like fart sounds in it.
Yeah, no, I'm with you on that.
These are some tasty farts, dude.
Clip that.
Like, what's that? One that I was recently listening to is like, I fucking forget the name of the song. I'm sorry, but the song just has like samples from old Barbie animations. And it's literally like, hi, I'm Barbie. You can call me Queen Barbie, Your Highness, like just all this other fucking shit. And then like another sample where it's like, you're talking about Barbie, that girl that has a million lame-ass occupations? It's like just fucking hilarious.
Well, you know, the song that makes me cry, the lyrics are, includes the lyrics, wheels fell off, the bottom dropped off, the checks all bounced, I came in your mouth.
I thought you were going to say the wheels on the bus go round and round.
Oh.
This song makes me tear up.
The way that, one of the things that sticks in my head that's like, I think that, the way that my brain, I'm like starting to really, you know what, can I be real with you? Delivering the mail was a misstep for my brain. I learned about two things recently, right? And that, do you know how heat affects, like extreme heat, how it affects people's bodies?
Yeah.
Do you know how it makes, like, do you know what it is about the raised temperature, the externalized raised temperature, that affects your internal temperature and how it affects your body and your brain in specific?
Yeah. It take all the water out your dick.
No. It moves, it congeals, your body ends up using more oxygen, which
you
then...
get walnut balls and raisin dick.
Yeah, which then thickens your blood. The thickened blood ends up causing proteins to misfold. Those proteins, as they move through your body and deposit in your brain, you are suffocating. You're not getting enough oxygen into your brain. Your brain, in response to like hypoxia, is what that's called when it's not getting enough oxygen, starts producing these like ultra fucked up proteins that like then go to the rest of your body, and they tell your body like you are in panic mode, like you are in fight or flight, right? And like that is what the last few years have felt like. Like the last in the mail, it's what it has felt like. Like the heat is fucking psychotic. Even in the cold, you would still experience the heat because you're wearing a bunch of layers to stay out of the fucking. You're sweating constantly, and you're moving constantly, and like I'm finally out of that, and I'm like I have time to think about stuff, and like my brain is working in a better way, and like all of the last like 2-3 years have just been complete like fog. like it's the way that people talk about like, yeah, dude, I was on a lot of substances back then. Hey, listen, it's a crazy time in my life. I'm looking back and I'm like, I don't remember a fucking thing from that entire time. I don't know how any of it, I don't understand any of it. How did I do it every day? How did I get through it? You know what I'm saying? Like, I listened back to like an episode like maybe 3-4 months ago where I'm talking about like, you don't understand. I kept saying, you don't understand. I didn't understand.
Yeah, I started, it's become a joke with me and Lexi. It was like, you don't understand.
It's like, I don't understand.
It's my whole Marcos impression. It's just, you don't get it. You don't understand.
You don't get it. I didn't get it.
You wouldn't get it.
I don't know what I didn't undernd. You didn't
called
understand.
someone the woker at work, and
Nice.
they're like, the woker, what's that? And then I was like, you wouldn't get it.
Sweet. Oh, you wouldn't get it. I was trying to do Punisher, but like woke and gay, but it was, and then Ivy, shouts out to Ivy for hooking it up. She was like,
R.I.P.
yeah,
We miss you, Ivy.
yeah, R.I.P. Rest in peace, but not because you're dead, because you're literally resting in peace. She was like the punish she her, and it got like I literally was I was fucking trying to make a woke Punisher. I was going crazy. I was like, "What, the wokest shirt? No, it sucks." Like I couldn't come up with one, and then she was like, "The punish she her," and I was like, "Fuck!" She like that, like instantly. And I was mad about it. I was like, "Fuck, that's so good." And like, yeah, like, anyways, I made the Punisher, and he was like,
The Punishy they.
The Punishy they was that was another one. I was the Punishy they.
It could just be the punish her.
Yeah, no, that's Andrew Tate. That's what. That's a different type of guy. Speaking of different types of guys, did you see that Donald Trump wants to send people to Portland? He wants to send the National Guard to Portland.
Yeah.
I think that'd be awesome. To be honest, this is
I
the
think
first.
that's where the revolution starts.
This is the first time I've ever been like, do it. No, for real, do it. Said like, hey, listen, don't send them to Chicago. That's fucked up because you just target. But sock needs to be put in their place. You know what I'm saying? You need sock. Sock needs to do the dishes. Sock needs.
Yeah,
to
we've been holding space for sock.
Yeah, we've been holding space.
Polycule.
Yeah. We've given too much space to sock. We've given. No, Portland. I've been to Portland twice, and both times I've been there, I've never experienced honest to goodness like racism and microaggressions, like for real. You know what I'm saying? I've never experienced that before in my life. Like, I'm used to people being just racist to me. You know what I'm saying? Like holding their stuff when I walk by them, or asking me if I work there, or like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm used to like the racism of like, you know, oh, do you speak English, or you speak such good English, or like, you know, like I'm used to that kind of racism. That's the kind of stuff I'm okay with and I can accept. The kind of racism where I went there and I went into like a restaurant and I didn't order any food, but the lady came out and brought me tacos, and I didn't order. There was lots of things on the menu that weren't tacos, and she brought me tacos, and they were spicy as fuck because I know how y'all like to eat. That was the craziest amount of racism I think I'd ever experienced in my life. Like that shit made me want to crash out. I felt like Malcolm X. I felt like I gotta, like, we get for 400 years they've been doing us like this.
It does seem like Trump is like, I'm gonna send troops. He's kind of looking at the audience like Chicago, no, Tampa Bay, Possum Snatch, Arkansas. No, Portland, Oregon. What do you guys like that? What do you guys like that?
Send them.
These white people need to be put in their place.
Portland also kind of slaps because Portland. What is fucked up as Portland is, Portland kind of slaps because Portland are the kinds of people that will shoot back.
Yeah, they love. They love fighting cops over there. Portland's
got hitters. Yeah, Portland's got actual hitters. That's what they got.
During the George Floyd shit, that's what I was tuning into on the live stream. It was like, whoa, spicy in Portland. What are they doing over there? Yep, wow.
Whoa, shit.
They're throwing them back. Tear gas everywhere.
You would think
all day, every day.
Anytime that there was a protest that popped off nationally, you would think that this should happen in Portland, and like it was. You would think that should happen to everyone personally in Portland. Portland is America's France. That's my genuine opinion. The way that in France, if Macron comes out and he's like, hey, I decided I cannot give you your raise of $25 this year for the construction workers. I will only give you 24. And they're like, all right, we got to burn this motherfucker down. Like that's France. And Portland is America's France. They will fucking go to bat over all kinds of crazy shit.
And they're bad at monogamy.
And they're extremely bad at monogamy.
Kind of smelly.
I think it would be very funny.
But really good food.
I wish, is Ben Garrison still making stuff?
Yeah, he'll never die.
Because it'd be very funny to have him like draw a cartoon where they send the National Guard to like do arbitrage for like who's doing the dishes. You know what I'm saying? In their polycule. I think that would be awesome. That'd be very funny.
Some really like big booby women.
Yeah. Yeah.
A lot of
yeah. And then someone would go and then take that and then just write cum on everything. Right? So, some leftist account called like Leprechaun Doctor or something would then just take that and write cum all over it. Ultra mega viral hit. And people were like, wow, so subversive. I'm 35 years old. My brain is starting to like.
Speaking of being 35 and trying to be subversive, I'm just not really getting into the 9/11 spirit this year.
Yeah,
you're not getting into it.
I haven't seen a good new 9/11 joke for years. It's like, let's watch Tribute.mov. Let me get out the whole Star Wars. It just feels like, let's do this shit over here. 9/11's become too commercialized.
Yeah, it has been. We got to do a new 9/11. To be honest with you, we got to do a second one. A second 9/11 is in America.
We've forgotten the reason for this season.
Joke.
I can't wait for 9/12. You know what I'm saying?
We need like a
Yeah, just
Festivus
7-Eleven.
9/11. That's just like an alternative 9/11.
Why
Like
do
we don't
gotta
need a
wait-
new
why we gotta
one.
Wait till September.
Yeah,
Bring it to July.
What if it was 11/9? You know what I'm saying? What if we did that? You know,
November is a
it's
sacred
too
time.
close to Christmas.
what if we did 11/9 and we built 2 towers? And we built 2 towers you can launch planes off.
2 towers that fly into airplanes?
Yeah, 2 towers that fly into an airport. That's like call it 11/9. It happens in San Francisco. I'm okay with that, dude. That's fine with me. Dude. That sounds sick as hell to me.
Plus, I get older. Like, oh God, all those people did die. It was horrible. It was like, but still, I'm not ever gonna be like, that's not funny. But like, I can be like, that's not funny anymore, guys. I've seen that meme 5,000 times.
The thing that makes me laugh, though, to be honest with you, is that video. I don't know if it's real or not, but it catches me. It makes me laugh every fucking time. And it's
that is a good video.
It's the one.
That's a good one.
It's the one
I
where
like that one too.
it's the one where they're drinking, and she's like, "Yeah, it's definitely apple juice, Mom. No vodka in here." And they're all like hanging out, and then they pan over, and like you just see the fucking tower. Just
Yeah.
explode, and she's like, "Ah!"
Sometimes those ones still get me. Sometimes.
Yeah, that fucking the way that she screams makes me laugh every because it feels like if you put the bum 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 bum, that's what it felt like. It felt like a Larry David skit. Yeah, it's fucking incredible. Have you seen?
See, 9/11's a millennial joke too. Like the Zoomers, they weren't around, doesn't mean much to them. It's the thing that millennials still think they're edgy about 25 years later. And yeah, they might be right, but like every generation has their like defining trauma. You know,
What we need to do is we need
the
to
60s, the
we need
hippies
to
had
crash a
the
tower. We need to crash an airplane into Roblox, and then the Roblox site will be down. And then
Roblox getting shut down could be
yeah,
their
they're
9/11.
It would be. Their
I get no
9/11.
back to Zoomer 9/11 is COVID. Gen X 9/11 is Kurt Cobain dying. Very weak generation. I know.
What's Boomer 9/11? Like Nixon being elected? I don't.
No, Boomer.
The Vietnam War.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
the
It was
draft.
the L. It was the L, the massive L that Vietnam was. It was, which technically is kind of Richard Nixon getting elected. You know, hey, you know what? That was a good shot in the dark there. That's good history right there.
Let's trust this man that eats cottage cheese with ketchup to run the country.
To be fair,
Yeah,
Ew.
that's what he was into.
It's fucking disgusting.
it's almost, dude. It's almost as if you have to only eat if you're gonna be a terrible person in history, like a terrible dictator or some kind of horrible neo-lib ruler. You have to have a fucking horrific palate because. Did I show you that video of Margaret Thatcher's favorite food?
No.
Shock, I think I've showed it to you, Shocky. Have I?
I don't think so.
It was like
It was like eel pie or some shit.
no, it was beef fat, not tallow, but like rendered beef fat, and then mixed on like the Neuschwanstein cheese, the like cream cheese, jellied mushrooms, and a twist of lemon, and
That's not too bad.
that what you're out of your fucking mind, dude. That sounds horrific.
You said fat, cheese, mushrooms, lemon. That sounds like
Jellied mushrooms?
No,
Put some
jellied
rosemary-
jellied
put some
mushrooms.
rosemary on there.
Jellied mushrooms. No, there's no salt. There's no pepper. Nothing. No, just jellied
That's all it's
mushrooms.
missing. Just salt, pepper, rosemary.
No, you're out of your fucking mind. And then I don't know if you've been keeping up with lean beef. Do you know who lean beef Patty is?
No.
She's
not at all.
early, a few
Yeah, I
years.
do.
I want to say like you do know who she is. Okay.
Yeah. I
okay.
follow a number of muscle mommies on the internet.
Well, I don't know if you've been following her cooking videos, but she's about to hit a horrific fall off because of her cooking.
Is she gonna be
Everyone-
the liver queen?
Everyone, no, it's not liver. This is not liver queen shit. She shared one of the most psychotic things I've ever seen in my life, and then I went down the rabbit hole of her cooking and things that her like. This is what I cook. These are my meal preps. Her meal preps are the shit of nightmares. They are literally like.
She wasn't the one that did like the wash Skittles, was she? I didn't pay attention to that.
No, that
enough
wasn't
to-
her.
Okay,
She wasn't.
good,
She
thank
wasn't
God.
the wash Skittles, but she did do something pretty close to that. She made Jello, flavorless Jello, just flavorless Jello.
I hate this already.
She put in 1 teaspoon of honey and 1 teaspoon of salt, right? Which is a lot of salt. It's a lot of fucking salt. And then she poured that over cereal with eggs in it. And that's her meal prep for the morning. And that shit looked horrific. It's like,
I can see the logic in it, I guess. It's like a little complete breakfast bar.
I don't
just-
get it. I don't get why you would want to eat that.
yeah. And then the other one that she made like, do you know what juk is? So juk is like rice porridge. It's essentially you overcook the rice. You put too much water in the rice.
Right,
and
I've made it by accident, and then I put brown sugar and cinnamon in it. I was like, this shit fucking
Slaps.
slaps.
Yeah. She made juk, but she does it with beef broth.
Yeah, you make them savory. It's like a poor man's grits, which is already a poor man's
hold on.
meal.
You're not letting me get to the fucking parts, right? She does. Do you know what?
Hey, hurry up, because I got people coming over.
Okay. Do you know what bully beef is? It's the corn. It's the corned beef in
Just
the tin.
tell us what it is.
Okay, bully beef is a corned beef. It's corned beef in a tin, right? And it's very congealed meat. And she makes the juk with beef tallow or like beef broth, and then it's like a jiggly stuff, and then she puts cubes of like ham and cubes of ham, onions, and the bully beef. And she serves the bully beef cold. So there's like jelly chunks of fat in there. And she eats it like that. And it looks horrible.
Okay. Besides it being cold, it didn't sound that bad.
Yeah, that's
Because that just sounds like shrimp and grits, but with ham and beef.
Yeah,
Sounds fine.
It's the visual of it, dude. Oh,
kind of weird to do.
just
ham
make
and beef.
grits,
She put
girl.
cinnamon. Then she put
Just
cinnamon. I
make
forgot.
grits.
She put
Just
cinnamon on
make
it.
fucking
Never salt.
grits
She never puts any salt on any of it. But she puts cinnamon and pepper.
Well,
And
the
that's
corned beef has salt in it already. It's already fucking. It's corn.
crazy, psychotic. Anyways, all right, we've been doing
Anyways,
this.
yeah, when you get here, I'm gonna beat your ass for telling me about that. Just kidding. All right,
dude.
we gotta go.
Yeah. Let me read out the homies real quick.
Thank you for listening. It's been an hour. We're gonna close it out now. Marcos is gonna read everybody's name. There you got Shogs. I'm Rube. Then Marcos.
I'm Shogs, and that's Ruben, and
He's
that's
Shogs.
Marcos.
I'm Ruben. We're not pointing at anybody. So
No.
if you're on the audio podcast, just figure
You're
it out.
Shogs. You're Ruben. You're the homies. And Marcos is here too.
Okay, let's get out of here. Okay, shouts out to the following homies.
By the way,
$10.
I want to say thanks also for listening to the show.
No.
We really,
Shut the fuck
but
up.
you should go to patreon.com.
Shouts out to
/the
10
Homie
more
Collective.
dollars to the Gorilla Chow Fund, Billy Egregore, Briggy, Carrie, Unkpilled, CHO Feskatch. Did it all for the cookie. Eating personal pizza with personal Jesus in my personal Viet 911. Hell yeah. Ella L, Fuzzy Nalgas, General Cassio finally changed her name. Griselda noises. Kra, kra, kra. Grungus, fungus, dungus. See how plump my rump is. Hell yes. Her Holiness Pope Mary
May
IV. In nomine Patre et Fili et Scuba Steve's father. Hell yeah.
Amen.
That was pretty good. James Gilbrey, Jason Sexo, Jiden, Jolene Gamuski, Jonathan Weber, Kenzie Lay, Kiefer, Lesbian Actual, aka Gray Market MILF, alias Ripstone, Roboy, Sadish Radish, Somewhere System, Space King, the Musical, Steven Savignano, the Chiral Spectre Strikes Again, White Daddy, aka How About You 3D Print Some Hoes on Your Dick, Yakubian Daddy, aka How About You 3D Print Some Bros on Your Dick. Hell yeah, that's crazy. A Bag of Sand. Ancient Show Title Enjoyer, Andrew Morgado, Augur, Brody, Brian H, Cha Cha Slide, Chris Wade, Chris Watson, Chunk Bunkford, Cody Hewitt, Kami Maybe, Alexa, Play the Boys Are Back in Town, DJ Hogan, Doug M, Even Smaller Micro Peanuts, Florian Illabauer, that's a tough last name, Frank Javsey, Fred Sharman. Oh wait, I'm reading the $5 homies. My bad. I read too many Oh no, I do read the 5. Fuck Cheech, Gabriel, God's Creature, Green World, He Devil in France, Immunitize the Funk, Internalized Bowser phobia, Jim Schmungus, Joe Cassidy, Cat, Keegan is impressing clay tablets with my wooden little flat thing. I think it's called a cuneiform. Laura, Lily, Elliot.
Cuneiform's the language.
Okay, shut up, man.
The
Man's
little like
whole
pen
cover.
that they use, which is kind of
Margot's
like a
largest
wedge.
world penis. Marico, el que lo lea. Marie, Miss V, Miss Bird, names, Oganasson, Quum, Socram Legnar, Solid as Red, Super Mail Boy 64, Super Deformed, the disfigured love child of all John Klenkos, the Hat Man, the homie shop steward, the imposter among us, the penist, femdom limit, hell yes, the shareholders, the Tarquin, the true origin of Pepsi Max, Theo, Twat Snatch Beaver, gets me every time, Viskio, watch me use these prehensile nipples to pick up pennies off the floor. Alright. Wax Replica, world's largest, that's not disturbing to think about. World's largest Margot penis, world's largest micro penis, and that is, thank you.
You didn't say my name.
Your name is Stephanie Garfield.
Okay, cool.
Anyways, alright. Shouts out to all of those homies. I love all of you. I know that I've been late on stuff. I'm getting used to my new schedule. I will put stuff up when I get the chance. So you'll hear this when you hear this. You'll hear the Patreon episodes when you hear them. I have some stuff in the bank. I'm working on some things. All right. See y'all later. And bye.
Bye. Bye.
The FitnessGram Pacer test is a multi-stage aerobic